to be back this week because I was gone last week and I didn't upload. So I am so sorry that I did not upload last week. There was some stuff going on that I had to handle myself, get together. So I am back and I'm so sorry. But this week we are gonna start a new segment on here called Self-Love, Self-Care Saturdays. And before you tell me, yes, I know that today is a Monday. I'm just uploading it very late, but it will be on every other Saturday. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get into the video. So as I said before, I'm starting a new segment called Self-Love, Self-Care Saturdays, and I will upload them every other Saturday. And we're gonna be doing it on this book called Be Happy. Got it from Five Below. You can get it off Amazon as well. My brother got this for me, and I've done this book maybe like twice, but I never finished it because something always traumatic happened, and I was like, I just don't feel like doing it. But I'm gonna start back. I'm gonna do it with you guys, and you guys are gonna do it with me. Okay? Okay. So let me tell y'all about the book. So it's called Be Happy, and it's 35 powerful methods for personal growth and well-being. And I really like it because at the end of each like topic, it gives you like a little exercise to do, and there's like four different sections. So there's choosing, cultivating, practicing, and making space for. And like they have each thing on each section. So I'm gonna do 2 sections each video to try to get through this with you. So the first ones that we'll be doing today is choosing joy and choosing gratitude. I'm just gonna tell y'all what she has each section, what they are and what they're gonna be talking about. So choosing emotional states and values that help us live full lives based on what's important to us deep down. Cultivating habits and routines that provide the architecture for a life of flourishing. Practicing over and over again. Methods that create a well-being mindset. And making space for life when it gets hard so you can face the many ways life trips you up without getting stuck. Don't that just sound nice? I'm just saying, it sounds nice to me. I'm excited to start this journey with myself and with you guys. But let's go ahead and get into choosing joy. So I'm not going to read everything she has here. I'm just going to pick my favorite parts that she says about this, and then we'll go like to the exercises for it. Choosing joy. She's put in a quote at the very beginning, and it says, "Find out where joy resides and give it a voice far beyond singing. For to miss the joy is to miss all." Robert Louis Stevenson. Okay, so I have already read this, obviously, today. But one thing that she says in here that really stuck with me is that our brains are problem-solving machines designed to identify threats and keep us safe. They are not designed to revel in the bounty of tiny, happy things that make the world beautiful. It's easy for small joys to slip out of our grasp quickly or pass by unnoticed altogether. And so for me, sometimes I do think so much about the negative that when something positive happens that is good, it just really slips my mind because I'm like really thinking about what if this could happen, well this bad could happen, but I'm really not thinking about like the good part out of the bad situation. So I really want to do more of that. I want to, also have that negative thing that's there, obviously, because that's what it is, like the negative outcome of that situation. But I also want to think about the small little positive aspects out of that entire situation. And in the comments, let me know what that part, what she said, means to you, or what the quote means to you, or anything like that. Her next part that goes along with the other part that she said, it says, "Our innate brain wiring is why we're unable to focus on positive things all the time, but we don't have to remain fixed in a negative emotional state because of that. We can deepen our experiences of joy by focusing on things that bring us delight into our lives when they occur. So one of her examples are an unexpected phone call from a best friend or a warm interaction from a stranger. Like, I would take that as like, oh, someone complimented me today. Like, that really made me feel good. Or like, oh, so-and-so called me today. I wasn't expecting that. That was very nice. So like, just the little bitty things, like I said before, like just to be grateful and like happy that those things happen. Like, even though something negative has happened, take time to look at those. So now we get into her like section on joy, where it's like an activity. So it's make a habit of choosing joy. It talks about celebrating your joy, and she really just talks about any little moment, like before anything. Say, oh, I got a job interview. Like, let's just be happy we got the job interview. Let's not think about, I gotta make sure I do this, this, and this, or I'm not gonna get the job. Like, let's be happy that we got the job interview. And like, we don't have to brag about it to everybody, but like, brag about it to your parents, your boyfriend, your friend. Like, make that like that small accomplishment. Even if you don't get the job, they gave you the interview, so they saw your potential. So someone else is going to see your potential and probably be like, wow, like she's really good or he's really good, and I feel like they deserve this job because you have the potential. You just might not be good for that company or that person or whatever, but let's just celebrate that you got that opportunity. Let's not downplay, oh, I got the interview, but I probably won't get it. Let's just be happy that we got the interview. Let's be happy about that, because I know sometimes for me it can really be difficult because I do think about the negative aspects of things, because like I just feel like she said, we're wired to be problem solvers. So like, I already want to try to fix the problem. So let's try to just be, I feel like her overall outcome is to just be positive about everything, even though things are going bad, you know? Okay, so this next part that she talks about is remembering your joy. If you're facing a difficult time, you have to choose to remember the times when you felt better than you are feeling right now. Keep a joy list handy, a list of events, moments, and experiences that make you smile. So I'm only gonna give you 3, and they're gonna be like probably right here. And if I don't put them there, I didn't want to give them to y'all, but I might, I don't know. It just depends. We'll see if it pops up or not. But think about something that you might constantly think about, like, oh, so-and-so said that a long time ago and it made me laugh. Anything that just puts a smile on your face. It can be something that you just say to yourself that puts a smile on your face. So yeah, just continue to smile, everybody. Let's move on to choosing gratitude. I'm laughing because I'm just crazy, because I was reading like before I told y'all, and I was like, this really resonates with me right now, but I'm gonna read it to y'all. So the quote that she has for this one is by Willie Nelson, and it says, when I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. And the part that I want to read y'all is the part that I was laughing about. So it says, we live in a culture that constantly sends us messages of not enough, selling us on the idea that we need more to be happy, more possessions, more money, more friends, more likes on social media. Now let's talk about it. Social media is real for some people, but like sometimes people post on there to make their life seem more than what it is, and that's okay. Sometimes it's hard. Like, sometimes you gotta put on a smile to make it, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to do that. But social media, like I said before, it's a beast, because you can be thinking that you're supposed to be somewhere else in your lifetime that everyone else is, and you're not. You're supposed to be where you're at. And I feel like that's what she's talking about. Like, we as a society are put to like putting ourselves down mentally and physically, also the other things that we see that are supposed to be appropriate for what we're supposed to do in our life, but it's our life. So let's agree to take back our life and not let social media take over our life. So I'm gonna be kind of quick on her activity because it's kind of around the same thing that I want to say. So it has make a habit of choosing gratitude. She tells you to have a journal, which I don't have mine here because I'm at my parents' house, but get a journal and every day write down 3 things that happened that day that you're grateful for or that gave you joy, and write those down in your journal, and then you will get a gratuity jar. Make one. So back when I first started this, I will show y'all next video the gratuity jar. You get a mason jar and you get like little lights if you want to. You put it in there and get sticky notes, and those 3 things that gave you joy or that you're grateful for that day, you write them down like you did in your journal and you drop them in the jar. And at the end of every week or every 2 weeks, go back and see what gave you joy or made you happy or what you were grateful for over the week, and just see like the positive things that you had come out for that week. And that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I'm gonna show y'all the jar in the next video. And yeah, I feel like this would be a great idea even if you don't do this book. If you don't do the book, definitely make the jar, because I feel like that is a big help to keep us motivated on looking at the positive things that happen in our life every day that we just let pass us by. Don't let things pass us by. Let's just be happy. That is the end of my sit down video on self-love, self-care Saturdays. Even though it's a Monday, it will be every other Saturday now. But I can't wait to see y'all next week for some big news. It's gonna be a vlog, so I have some big news for next week, and I hope you guys have a happy Easter with your family, kids, nieces, nephews, and yeah. So just have a good time, and I'll see y'all next week with another video.